What's up guys, welcome back to yet another weekly respill. Today we have to talk about James Charles coming back to the internet like nothing even happened, Jaclyn Hill being called out for her new products, and David Dobrik getting called out once again. It's a mess, so let's get into it. So let's start off with James Charles. Just this week, James was called out for sending text messages and Snapchats to fans. More and more people have been coming out with their stories all week long, and they're all identical. A fan messages James, he adds them on Snapchat, and before even asking these fans for any form of ID, he starts sending them pictures back and forth. All week long, people have been calling him out, claiming it's extremely irresponsible for him to use his platform of as his own personal dating pool. James did end up issuing a notepad apology, which, let's be honest, it wasn't even really an apology. He also put out a few tweets saying "fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me," and called it a day. You would think James would maybe take some time away to reflect on his actions and read the room a little bit, but nope. James first came back to Instagram just to test the waters, posting mini Starbucks reviews.
So everyone's been going crazy about this drink on TikTok. It's a new one from Starbucks. It's the Grande Iced Brown Sugar Oat Milk Shaken Espresso. Is that right? I think so. Everyone's been saying this is amazing, so I wanted to get it this morning and try it out. So let's see. Oh, not my favorite.
When I first saw this, I was shocked. I don't know if he understands how serious what he's been doing is, but clearly he's not bothered at all. If this was any other creator, like Shane Dawson for example, it would be the biggest story in the media, and posting a Starbucks review only 5 days later would be seen as a crime. He then took it even a step further and decided to fully return to the internet with a YouTube video. I was expecting there to be like a ton of dislikes, maybe a few comments under his video calling him out, but there was nothing like that. It's like everyone just forgot about what happened only 5 days ago and completely moved on. It's weird because I feel like if this was any other creator, they would have been like pushed off the internet. The only place James seems to be getting called out for his quick sweep under the rug is on Twitter and TikTok. Here's what people had to say. I'm guessing he got away with it, which is concerning. Hey bestie, you gonna ignore what you did? Or I will never understand how people still idolize this person with all the shit he's done. But if it was someone else who gets accused of the same thing, they get cancelled so quickly. I honestly don't think James really realizes how serious the situation is. I kind of get the feeling after his No More Lies video last year, he feels untouchable when it comes to the subject because people are just too afraid to speak out after what happened last time. Normally, any other creator would be held to such a higher standard than James is right now. I guess it's just weird to see how different rules apply to different influencers. The one place James seems to be getting called out the most is underneath Morphe's recent post on Twitter. Here's what people had to say. Crazy you canceled Jeffree but not James? Hypocrites. Drop James Charles. He admitted to a crime. It's a no for me. Supporting a absolutely not. It's crazy how you've not ceased collaboration with James Charles. The things he's done and the situation he's been involved in are disgusting. I'm not buying from Morphe. If you guys don't cut ties with James Charles after dropping others, you're part of the problem. You can't pick and choose which you choose to support because they bring you money. As you can see, people just find it crazy that Morphe hasn't cut ties with James Charles when they've cut ties with other influencers the second they get into a scandal. Morphe dropped Laura Lee after the first Dramageddon like 3 years ago. By the way, I can't believe that was 3 years ago. She was like one of their biggest supporters and they dropped her without a second thought. They also dropped Jeffree Star last summer after the drama with Shane Dawson. They completely removed his products from their store and cut ties with their partnership for good. So will the same thing end up happening to James? Honestly, I don't think so, but what do you guys think? Moving on, let's talk about Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn recently launched new products, and honestly at first, they looked really pretty. She has a blush bronzer duo, highlighters, and we all know Jaclyn does the best highlighters, so this launch should go pretty smoothly. Unfortunately, it's looking like that might not be the case for Jaclyn. Jaclyn sent out PR for her new products and the beauty gurus are starting to receive them and it's not looking good. Samantha Ravindal, who's a professional makeup artist, tweeted, "I got sent some blush bronzer duo palettes from a brand and these are swatches from 4 different palettes. Confusion is the main feeling." She attached this picture to her tweet and guys, that's bad. They literally look like they're all the same shade. They look chalky and unpigmented, and it's questionable if they would even show up on your face. She also tweeted, "I think the shades are pretty, but these will really end up looking so similar on the face, especially over top of foundation." Nicole Concilio also replied to Sam and said she had the exact same experience, writing, "Yep, same for me." Nicole actually posted a video reviewing Jaclyn's whole collection, and although she did love some products, she definitely didn't love them all.
Here are swatches. Some of them are shimmery and some do look a little bit more matte. I do feel like these blushes here are very light. They're very light colored, even just like the payoff is light. And here are swatches of the bronzers. Obviously, these two in the middle here are a little bit too light for me, but I wanted to make sure to swatch them all. I feel like I'm applying so many layers. I don't know, it's like kind of applying a little bit patchy on my skin.
Even though Samantha never called out Jaclyn's brand by name, everyone in the comments instantly knew it was about her products. Tell me you're talking about Jaclyn without telling me you're talking about Jaclyn. This brand, cough cough, Jaclyn Cosmetics, should just give up already. Slow clap for posting this in a tactful manner. I thought they all looked alike too. I commented it kindly, got deleted almost immediately. The bronzers are muddy with a hint of Cheeto dust. Nicole Concilio did a good job at speaking kindly but frankly about them. So far, Jaclyn hasn't addressed this issue people seem to be having, but at this point, I'm just happy there's no white fluffy fuzz or metal embedded inside of them. Finally, let's talk about David Dobrik. We already covered the serious stuff David is getting called out for with ex-Vlog Squad member Seth, and I'll have a link down below for that video, but he's once again being called out for a whole other reason. There's this new virtual anti-bullying tour going around called No Hate Tour. It looks like they go from school to school virtually to speak about bullying online and being kind to each other. They have a lot of really famous people speaking at these tours like Tony Hawk, Anthony Anderson, Magic Johnson, Dixie D'Amelio, and David Dobrik. With all the recent events that have come to light with David's old vlogs and how he treats his friends, people think it's ironically hilarious that they would actually choose David Dobrik to speak about anti-bullying. You just know Ethan from H3H3 had to chime in about this and tweeted, "Sending David Dobrik on a bullying prevention tour is like sending me around the world to teach people how to lose weight." Someone on TikTok actually recorded a clip of David giving one of his speeches at a virtual tour, and oh my god, knowing what we know now, it just sounds so hypocritical. Just listen.
And then, if it does, to make things even better, David's going on a no bullying tour. Literally a no bullying tour.
If you're not surrounding yourself with the right people, then what's the point? I think the most important takeaway from this, and I know it sounds cheesy, and I know it's been said a million times, but I promise you it's the only thing you gotta live by, is be kind to others. That's it. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and life will be a lot better for you and everyone occupied, and just ignoring all those other voices, because when you don't give any attention or energy to the people that are trying to bring you down, they're gonna stop. That's all it is. I think it's important to note that everyone in this world has experienced bullying in one form or another, and that doesn't mean that you gotta swirl.
I also find it so funny that his members are standing behind him looking so forced to be there that it's actually uncomfortable. At one point, one of them almost laughs, probably because she knows everything David is saying is bullshit. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button because it really does help my channel, and I'll see you next time.